What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. When we left off in the last episode, we did, I think it was a conflict zone. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna go ahead and get going for today. I've kind of looked through all of my stuff and checked everything, so I don't think I have anything left to check. It's mostly going to be about getting out here and doing something. Curiously, though, I don't see any conflict zones on my list, so I want to get out to the system space and see if there's something that's changed in the system to where... I can't remember if conflict zones show up when you're in, if you have to be in, like, system space or not, or if you can do it when you're in a station or a local area. So we're gonna fly back out here and check. There we go. I was gonna say. So we have one conflict zone here. It's a high intensity. I'm not a fan of those, but quite frankly, in all honesty, my day has gone all over the frickin' place. So I really did not end up with much time to record this episode. So traveling all over, hunting down good bounty spots and stuff is just not in the cards today. So we'll probably do some more conflict zone fighting. And I might do some chit-chatting about some of the game mechanics and stuff that I've been introduced to. One of which being armor tanking. That's something that I'm not real comfortable with. I don't like the concept because shields come back, armor does not. You have to repair it. So I'm not a big fan of armor tanking. Though, according to everybody that I've read online, like anything close to a guide or anything like that, it seems to kind of point in the direction that that the gunships and stuff were in fact kind of designed with that kind of thing in mind. So there is that. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and deploy our fighter. I always get that wrong. So deploy our fighter.
Okay, Commander.
Set your orders to engage. It was confirmed to me as well in the comments from the last episode that if your fighter shoots something, you do get credit for the bounty, which is pretty cool. So, where was I go? What faction was I going with? I forget. System. Okay. Bunda's Independent is fed. Is that all the ones? Okay. So... we have People and Bridge Company here. I think they're both fed, actually. People and Bridge Company. Yeah, they're both fed. Let's go with the Independent, because it looks like they're kind of winning. Sort of.
Multiple hostiles in this area, Commander. Let's go to work.
Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I'm not a big fan though of the whole armor tanking idea, although it apparently is kind of a big thing for some of these ships now. I would think particularly bigger ones that are harder to shield, like the gunship and probably maybe Condas. I don't know that for sure. I'm just making that up. It just sounds like it makes sense. Wow, he's like Spinny Spin over here. But so yeah, I watched a very interesting video that was sent to me in the comments on basically the mechanics and stuff behind armor rating, hardness, breaching, blah blah, a whole bunch of very complicated stuff. It's not actually that complicated, but it sounds complicated when you just kind of, you know, lay it all out on the table. But, so yeah, it pretty much comes down to the idea would be when you're hit, every ship has just kind of like a basic rating of how tough their armor is. Oh, crap, I'm gonna lose it, dag nabbit. Speaking of shield tanking, or armor tanking, what is hitting me? Oh, it's a Conda. Well, no frickin' wonder. Yeah, that That's not going too well. I didn't know there was a Conda on my tail. And now I think there's a Cobra behind me too. See, this is my problem with the whole hull tanking idea, is I keep losing hull. So I'm at like 74%. And if that keeps going down, I die. That's pretty much sums up my entire issue with that combat strategy. Oh, cool, now I'm at 51. Yeah, I don't care about the fighter right at the moment. I care about the fact that I'm at 35% and I can't get away. That's what I'm worried about. Align ship with trajectory. What trajectory? I don't have anything targeted, I don't think. Where is my trajectory here? Yeah, no, that did not go well at all, actually. Yeah, that went horribly sideways. But see, that's my big problem. Really pretty much right there, is that everybody talks about tanking with the, but unless, now this is kind of my one disclosure point. I don't have upgraded armor. Like, I have the stock armor, I don't have it in the military composite or whatever you might need. So that could hold a bearing on how, what is going on here? On how tough, or how able I actually am to tank with my armor. Now, I will say my shields seem to have come back pretty quickly, though I don't know if that's because we were outside of combat. I have a feeling they come back faster outside of combat. But yeah, that didn't go so well. Which is why I predominantly try and maintain my shield coverage rather than... I really didn't know I was taking such hits there, to be honest. I was paying attention to talking and fighting, and I really did not notice that Conda was just sitting back there chewing me up. Which, yeah, I mean, to be fair, in my defense there, that was an Anaconda. That was not your typical just Viper or something that was shooting at me. I mean, that was a significant, ship to have on your back. But, and I do apologize if you're hearing any weird clicks or pops or anything. My pop filter on my mic is not wanting to stay where I put it, so I keep kind of trying to subtly wiggle it around, but it might be making noise. If not, no biggie. But yeah, so I like the ship. I do. But my concern is the fact that I'm pretty sure I already have the best shields and power coupling, or power distributor set up, and I can't keep those shields up very well. Again, refer back to, you know, it was an Anaconda, so, you know, stuff applies. Because, yeah, I mean, Conda. But, okay, that restocked everything. Might as well fill up the fuel while we're here. So yeah, let's try that again and do it less dying. Or less getting blown apart. I didn't really even pay attention to how much that cost us, but it probably wasn't what we earned in that one combat bond that we got so far.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Yeah, watch for oncoming traffic. Yeah, it's no biggie. But yeah. Oh, he was actually coming in the other way. But, yeah, so that went sideways. I mean, pretty much. Now, that is true, too. It is a high intensity. I don't really know how the game actually differentiates the intensity level. Like, I don't know if it's everything in there has higher level ships. Is it that they're bigger ships? I feel like somebody told me at one point you have a higher chance of getting elites and dangerous and stuff like that in a high intensity, whereas low you typically get more novice type pilots. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what somebody had told me at one point. But yeah, that's a prime example of why I don't know that let me put it this way. I don't know that I'm cut out for hull tanking. That's my thing. When I say I don't know if it'll work, I mean for me. Obviously, there are people that do it. Because there's people that write guides and stuff on how to do it. But it's mainly the hull part, not the... Surprisingly, I was more concerned with the, oops, wrong button, stag nabbit. Playing way too many games. Basically... Oh crap, I didn't deploy my fighter again. Dag nabbit. I do that every time. Every dang time. Oh, he used a shield cell. He didn't have shields a second ago. I don't think I have a minute to get my... let's try it this way, too. I'm also not that phenomenal at power management. I probably should keep more pips into shields. Okay, and I'm getting hit by 4 different ships. See, this is my problem. Right here. I just get swarmed, and I cannot keep my shields up long enough. So I don't think this is gonna work. I'm a bounty hunter. I am pretty content with being a bounty hunter. I don't think I can do... I don't think I can do the, I don't think I can do the conflict zones. That's just... I feel... I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like conflict zones were designed more around group activity. Like wings, where it's kind of like, you know, we have a wing and we're gonna go raise this person's, I don't know, influence in another system or something like that. I'm making this up as I go, but that's kind of how I interpret, that's kind of how I interpret the overall feel to... Why can't I... Oh, okay. I thought it was saying I could... Oh, I don't have a system map. Not that I couldn't get there. Let's see. I still am a little lost on the best way to find... Or at least the best way to find a system with bounties without them having a system map. That's the other thing, because you can usually look at system maps to tell if they have the asteroid belts and stuff like that. But these are not having any. Though this does have an extraction... This is colony. We're going to try this one, I think. And see if we can find a resource site, because it's getting old. I have a cool new ship and I'm just getting my butt handed to me. So let me poke around a little bit. I can't take too long. As I said, I don't really have a lot of time to do any behind-the-scenes off-camera work this episode, but hopefully we can find something without taking too much time. Okay, so I did end up finding that this place is chock full of resource extraction sites. It's a little light on the, you know, places to park, because there's only one point, but it does have quite a few extraction sites, which is cool. So, let's start hunting. Ooh, our first one right off the bat, and he's wanted. Very nice. Did I not deploy him? Snacks. Let's go get some snacks. That's funny. Orders. Agent Will.
Wing established. Awaiting instructions.
He's not part of a wing, so we can take him anytime. Alright, so this should actually give us a bit better of a feel for how the ship will really go. Sort of, if they don't kill him first. Because typically this is how I normally play. I don't do a ton of conflict zone stuff where it's like multi-group stuff. I'm usually doing one-on-one or one-on maybe 3 if it's a wing, but I try and stay out of that if I can help it. So we should have a bit better understanding. I don't think we've really done something like this since I got my gunship. We did some smaller fries. Woo! And you're just letting me sit right on top of you, aren't you? Alrighty. Let's see how this goes. Where are you going? No, I think not. I did get used to that when it came to... I think that's what I'm going to have to start getting used to, though, is rather than doing, like, 3 or 4 pips into weapons and then just leaving it forever, I probably should get better at switching them per what I'm doing, because it does seem to be a lot more effective when you play that way. Like when you're about to get hit, switch over to everything being in shields, kind of like now? Wait, what just happened? See, like that was far more effective than usual. Oh, he's an elite pilot. I was like, dang, this guy is just putting up a fight. Though, this is why, in case anyone was wondering, this is why I don't do Hazardous. Because in Hazardous, you don't get any assistance. Why do I keep losing him? That's weird. He's in range, but I keep losing him. Is he doing something? Like, does he have some kind of ability thing or something that I don't know about? Oh, no, dude. You're done. 270? Yeah, that's way better.
Threat neutralized. We live to fight another day, Commander.
Way better. Let's see how our luck holds out. So that is one thing. I do need to get better at micromanaging my power a bit more rather than trying to keep it on an all-in-one setting. Oh, that's a federal agent. That's not going to be anything I can shoot at. So we got lucky with our first one. There's a lot of stuff out here, but doesn't seem to be anything that we can really make use of yet. It's another federal agent. Why these guys aren't green, I don't know. Oh, I guess they are once I scan them. You're gonna be mining. What are you guys doing? Federal. Oi! Everybody's a federal agent! Oh, that freaks me out every time. I see Commander, and I'm like, I'm playing solo. How is there another Commander here? Gets me every time. Okay, watch. It'll be the feds that are scanning me, because normally if they're scanning you, it's either the feds, or I almost ran into my own fighter just now. Oh. Okay, it's not him, but I see something going on. Not the Eagle, not the Conda. Is it the Viper? It's gotta be the Viper. It's the Viper. Okay, I wanted to at least get a couple hits in on him. I'll probably just leave it on my lasers. I don't really need to waste the ammo. But yeah, for those of you that may not know, probably do, because most everybody tells me how to play. It's not usually the other way around. Ooh, that was worth it.
Target destroyed.
Typically... Oh, scanned him already. Ooh, a gunship. Oh, was that a Clipper? It was a Clipper. Let's see what the Clipper's doing. Funny enough, Imperial Clippers don't usually end up being federal agents. Actually, that's a fun fact that I'd be curious about, is if you're playing in a or an Imperial system, do you get Clippers and stuff like that as the agents? As the federal or system security? Or do you get something else? Because I would think Clippers would be like their... I guess you could still have Condas. Condas aren't restricted to anything faction-wise. I almost went at this guy without even checking if he was wanted. I just saw Clipper and went, eh! But yeah, so this is definitely working out a lot better. So I think it's just playstyle of... Yeah, let go of the button. I think it's just playstyle as in terms of like, I'll strafe you a little just to get the... Oh, I never really finished my thought on the whole, hazard versus high thing either. So the reason I do high, resource extraction sites and not hazardous is hazardous has no system security, which you can see how much these guys are helping me out. It's basically, it almost turns into free money. So it's kind of like, why not? Let's check the gunship, see if he's actually a Fed. Dangerous. Wanted. Perfect. So yeah, basically it creates the situation where it doesn't do what happens in the conflict zones all the time, which is I get swarmed and just eaten alive. It actually gives me some AI partners to help out. Oh, come on. I hate that. I really do. When you get that close to scanning them and then they slip out of your range, it's really annoying. Alright, thank you. Oh, right. Let's do the thing that I was saying I should probably do more of, and then didn't do. Oops. This will do that, because he's wearing my shields down pretty good. Come here. My fighter's doing his job. It is kind of tough when you go up against the same kind of ship as you usually, because they normally how to use it better. They normally know how to use it better than I do. I don't know if I said that right the first time or not. Didn't feel right. Blow up. Thank you.
Confirmed kill.
Almost on cue.
Commander. Scanning for additional threats.
Scan detected. This is Linksters. Let's see what's going on. Is that you? It's probably gonna be him. Nope. Not you. Who's you? Scout, maybe? Nope, that's not him. I don't know who is scanning me. Unable to receive data. Storage full. Okay, that's a new one. I can't say I've run into very often ever. Hello. This is how bounty hunters say hello when you're wanted. They start with a scan and then they move into a shooting you. Oh!
Target down.
Did they get him or did he hit a rock? Because if he hit a rock, that's just hilarious. I'm kind of thinking he hit a rock. Which is just absolutely hysterical to me. It's like, I gotta get away! Not quite. Alright, don't run. You always gotta run. Oh, probably should have double checked to make sure he's wanted first. Really bad about that. Really, really bad about that. Come on, get over here. Get over here. Thank you. Wow. 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 Okay. Crap. I hate that because your shield cells don't do anything once the shields have actually fallen. Wait, what? Mission critical? I don't have a mission right now. Wait, did he deploy a fighter? Is that what's shooting me? No, I think he's shooting me. Ooh, don't blow up on me. Do not blow up on me. Please don't blow up on me. Thank you.
Target dispatched.
Okay, hold on. What is going on with this? Delivery contract. We have a contact and they have some important data that needs passing on to our client. The heck did this come from? Okay. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave that. Just in case it's something important, but I'm probably gonna get rid of it. Because it was only like 8 grand or something, which is not a lot. Okay. And we're running into one of those where it looks like all of our list is full of system authority guys at the moment. So we need to move to a different area to get some new... Whoop! There's something going on there. Seems worth investigating. Federal security, federal security. Did they blow him up already? Sometimes, guys, you're just too good at your job. He's not wanted. He's probably part of the wing. No, he is wanted. Okay. Kind of looks like they probably blew up whoever was doing the main shooting part, though. I mean, why not? He's right in front of my face. Right, my fighter's still out there, right? Yeah, he's still going. I gotta get used to where that... I'm really not used to where that's located on my HUD. It's like a race to see if you'll die before my scan's done. Oh, it got it at the last second. That's awesome.
I think that's it, Commander. Scanning for additional threats.
Okay, you're wanted, but who's this Conda shooting at? Sight the muzzle flashes. Alright, so you're wanted too. Oh, dang nabbit. Sometimes you guys... Ooh, federal assault ship, you say? Color me intrigued. Ah, there it is again. Unable to receive data. Storage full. I wonder if that means... Hi, buddy. Don't ask me what kind of maneuver that was. I have no idea, other than crappy flying. Alright. Now, really should have double-checked to make sure he was wanted. I just kind of assumed, and it's really not a good idea to do that. Oh, he's facing me. Sorry, might have just strafed my jet.
Pick a different target.
You're the one that flew into my beam. Okay?
Kill.
I mean, the beams are pretty darn visible. You flew right into it. Not my fault.
Target shields offline.
Check my fire? No. Check your flying. That's what I say. You work for me. Get out of my way. Oh, dagnabbit. I got him. Alright, well, at least we got a little bit of a redemption in there. We pulled it back up to a 500,000 credit plus with all of our bounties here. Plus, I guess we got some other bounties over there, so it's closer to 7 or so, give or take, 7, 8, somewhere in there. I think that's going to do it for us for this episode. I might just float here and maybe pick up where we left off next time. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.